And now with Ronnie Olson, I know you're going to like this, Ronnie. The sectional champion, Shady Spring Tigers, has been a long time coming. Finally got the job done. 2001 was the last one. These guys weren't even born. What's this mean to you guys? Yourself and the team?
It means a lot.
Where are we going?
It means a lot to me personally because I have yet to win a sectional championship personally. We've been so close. We had some good teams, good players, and just overtime, game-winning shots over the years. And this team knew that, and they were hungry. They came in. We talked about it all week. We talked about it before we came out. Play with that chip, play with that swagger, and do what we do. And they did. And you could see how hungry they were.
And especially your seniors, his last ride. We've talked about him several times, but I mean, tonight was probably the ultimate Todd Duncan. I mean, 30 points, 8 3-pointers. He was feeling it. Your players, to their credit, were getting him the ball. You talk about his performance tonight, and I mean, for him to step up in a sectional that you guys haven't won in 20 years.
He wanted it. I mean, you could see it in his eye before he came out. He was fiery. He wanted it. And most of his shots, besides maybe 1 or 2, came within the flow of the offense and what the defense was giving him. And the guys, to their credit, Cole and Braden and Cam, they were finding him. And he was open, and they gave it to him, and he took it. And that's what happens. So
I think he's a different beast because most coaches, once you take a shot from the Eagles wing out there, 35 feet into the air, all right, man, But you don't do that because and he's almost got Steph Curry type range.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds crazy to say, but he really does. His range is unlimited, and sometimes I'm gritting my teeth when he shoots some of them, but I've just learned to just, he's going to make some, he's going to miss some, but majority of the time he's going to make them, especially if he's open. That's just his range, and that's what he feels comfortable shooting. So, I'm fine with it. And the thing is, he plays as hard as he can on the defensive end. People don't realize how hard he rebounds and how he defends, and that's
because he's such a good shooter.
Yeah. He wants to get the ball on the other side of the floor as fast as he can. Yeah.
Because Sean Jenkins, to his credit, tried everything to stem the tide. I mean, he called 3 timeouts in the first quarter. But does the team feed on that when the other team's having to call a timeout?
Oh yeah. We talked about it. They have one more timeout. But what do you do? What does he? Team's going on a run, you can't save them. You got to try to save your team. That you feel like they're drowning, you got to try to throw them a life jacket, and hopefully they can get back up to shore. So, that we fed off of it. We fed off this wonderful crowd in here, man. I mean, you're talking about.
I've heard this year.
I mean, you're talking about an environment where there's, capacity is limited, and our fans, our community, was awesome in supporting us, and our kids fed off of it, and this is a great team win for our school, our community, our players, and just so hungry tonight. And you just saw it from the beginning, from the first, not tip, but the first possession, they wanted it, and I'm proud of them.
And along with Todd, he really got started in the second half, but you got a quick start from Cam, man.
Yeah.
Jaden Holstein, I mean, on one end, gets a block. On the other end, he finishes with a putback. Is this team more balanced than you thought it would be at this point? Because you do have two of the best players, two of the best sophomores in the state, I would venture to say, in Cole and Braden. Now, their points aren't showing it now, but your team's more well-rounded, it seems. Or more than you thought it would be?
It is, and that's to their credit. We found our way, we found our groove. We even have a big part of our bench that doesn't play today. One of our 6 man, Namar's been stepping up big, but Sam hasn't been here, and that's a big part of what we do. But man, just those guys step up the way they do, and they play team ball. And Cole, he's the key to our engine, and he just he turns that key, and everything just runs off him. And those guys get open shots, they find each other, they don't care. They're just relentless on offensive and defensive end. They just love each other, and they just play that way. They play like they like each other, and that matters.
Have you had a team that comes at you? I mean, I know you've had some great teams, and I don't want to disrespect any of those, but it seems to me, and I've watched your teams over the years, it seems this team comes at you in waves, and when that wave starts coming in, it's hard for other teams. Well, we saw it tonight. Hard to stop. Do you feel like this team maybe comes at teams in waves better than any team you've had? I mean, by that I also mean like scoring. You go on runs.
Well, this is probably my best shooting team I've had overall. We've had some good shooters, but overall as a team, and when you have a bunch of shooters on the floor, you're going to expect they're going to go on big runs. And you combine that with the way that we defend on a half court. I've had great defensive teams before. I mean, that couldn't score like this, but they all shoot the threes, you know, and I've evolved my offense as well. But you know, they all shoot, and what are you going to do? You get 4 stops and you hit 3 threes, and all of a sudden, before you know it, you're down 12 points with a minute and a half gone by, and then we're still coming at you in waves. So it is so hard because the way they defend.
You and I've talked, since you took this job, you talked about hosting a game in Shady Spring, especially after you got the new gym, and you have that now. What do you think it's going to be like next week when you're getting ready to, I almost said tip off, when you're getting ready to, the opponent's getting ready to inbound the ball?
It's going to be crazy. The environment, those kids want that. You know, I cannot wait to share that with our community and our players and our players and our, you know, school that have supported us and been there to win that and try to win that to go to Charleston. It means the world to me because I want to do it in front of our crowd. I want to cut our own nets down. I want to make that hollow trip to Charleston that has only been done once. And every goal that I've ever etched of mine personally, our team, our program, our assistant coaches is, you know, make it to Charleston and make a run at it. And you know, here it is right at our fingertips. We got one more shot at getting a win at home in front of our crowd, where we have been, you know, stellar over the last 5 years, probably under 5 losses over the 5 years at home in the new gym. So you know, I'm excited, and I know our community is, and that place is going to be rocking. You know, Shady Spring's going to be rolling, and I'm excited to get after it. It's going to be loud in there.
I know you're getting ready to eat. You're ready to eat a horse, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm ready to sit down, break bread with my boys, my team, my coaches, my wife, and enjoy this and get after it, watch some film, and get after it tomorrow.
You watching film tonight?
We'll see. I got to check some scores. I'll see some things. You know, I'll probably lay in bed till about 2 and watch film. But I got good assistant coaches. They do the same thing. They're always in my ear all the time, texting me, calling me. They do just as much research as I am. So I do want to give my hats off to my assistant coaches as well. They've done a good job, and my wife as well. She's been there since, and my kids. So we're excited.
And your daughter gets a win last night. They're off to Charleston now. It's on you, right?
Oh, yeah. I just thought about that last night. She plays Wednesday night, and what a euphoric feeling for us to win Tuesday night, go to Charleston, and me go get to watch my baby play that on the next night. So I'm excited.
All right, Ronnie, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.